Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Maria and I have two small kids under 2 years old. Our family, my husband and my kids just moved from Ukraine here, and I think everyone understands what's going on over there. And I'm making this video to share that journey with you just because I was on Instagram the other day and I came upon a relative's kind of a sequence of photos that she made. She was trying to express her journey to another country, coming from Belarus. And in those pictures, she had a lot of grief and she had a lot of stress and pain. And I wrote to her and I explained my journey and told her that, a lot of people are going through it, and we need to be empowered for each other. The first attempt that we made to leave, my husband told me to go with the children alone, and somebody at the border from a Christian church, they would pick me up. And from there, we would do documents for my youngest girl, and then we would go to Romania. And from there, where the sky is open for airplanes, we would fly to the United States. So my husband was ready to say goodbye to us for a long time. But thank God, when we went to the small border at Moldova, they actually did not let us through. They said that the youngest daughter had to have a passport. This was very strange to us because the word had gone out that Moldova was accepting, everywhere. They were accepting kids only with birth certificates. You don't have to have a passport. So when we were told that we had to go back, I was actually very thankful, because when my husband suggested this idea, I was trying not to be emotional about it. I was trying not to think about it too much, because honestly, I couldn't imagine going, into strangers' hands in another country, helping, and also, in an airplane with two small kids. I couldn't imagine. I was just trying not to think about it. But God had his own way for us. So we were denied on that border. And the next day, we bought a lot of things. So we stocked up on food, on diapers, on formula, because we thought, we were permanently staying, and we would just seek safety and pray, and hopefully hope that the war would be over, which it's not, obviously. And then my friend had texted me the next day saying, hey, at this border, they're accepting kids with the birth certificate. So my husband decided to do it again, but I told him this time I'm only going with my mother-in-law. So he called his mom and he said, are you going to be willing to go? And she said yes. So then we packed up again. We repacked everything, and then she packed her things. And then when we were going to the border, we also went with his dad, and my husband, his mom had told him, take your documents with you just in case. They were not letting men out on the second day already, and he had taken them. And when we came to the border, thank God, they did let him through. By God's miracle, they let him through. And honestly, I'm so grateful to God that, he provisioned for the other border to not let me through, because this time we went as a family, and we did not care anymore that we left our business behind. We left our house behind. We left our cars behind. We left everything that we had bought behind, furniture, everything we worked for. It just lost all of its meaning. And all that meant for us is that we were with our family. Now, in Moldova, when we had come, we had only taken one bag with us, a bag of clothes, and mostly everything was for our children. So when we came to Moldova, we had some finances with us, and we just got some basics. Mostly my husband, he got some clothes, socks, shoes, just to look formal when we would come to the U.S. Embassy. So our intention was to make a U.S. passport for our youngest daughter. We stayed there with our relatives. We are very happy that we had somewhere to go, because right now Moldova is packed. Besides from that, Moldova is kind of making a business out of refugees. It's not a secret that, all the prices for hotels went up, and all the villages, it's packed everywhere. Other good side of it was that there were a lot of taxi drivers that were just telling us, like, you don't need to pay anything. Just, just go. They're like, we give you our sympathy, for what's going on. We can't imagine if that was in our country. So they helped us out a lot. So while we were in Moldova, we only stayed, I think, 3-4 days. We did not stay for long, because as soon as we made our daughter's passport, I had asked the consul there, check my husband's visa. What should we do with him, because he was waiting for a spouse visa for 2 years. Is there any way we could process that? And then she checked and she said that everything's in the computer. You need to go to Romania, Bucharest. Do not go to Poland, because it's packed with, refugees. Everyone's trying to get processed. They have like Polish citizens they need to process, and U.S. citizens from Ukraine, U.S. citizens from Poland. Don't go to Poland, because you'll just be waiting for. When we came to Bucharest, emailed them right away. I said that my husband's here. I transferred his case. Okay, to continue the story, we left in the afternoon. Had a private driver because we had such small kids and we were not going to go by the bus. It was like 7 to 8 hour drive, and it actually started snowing in Romania. I was very, very worried. We came like around 1 a.m. And the problem was that the person who told us, he gave us the church to go to there, who was waiting for us, they were actually waiting for somebody else. And when we came, I was really worried because I was the only carrier of the English language. My husband could not speak, and they have no Russian in Romania whatsoever, and they have Latin writing. And thank God that they kind of talked amongst themselves. They said, all hotels are booked. All hotels check-in is only in the morning. We will free the playroom for you. And they put 3 mattresses for us, and we had like our own private bathroom and our own private room. And for it, the next day, unfortunately, there were a lot of people, a lot of things going on, and they weren't really hurrying to do that. And those that were in charge to do that, they left. So we decided we're just going to get a hotel room. We stayed there long enough. They let us stay for about, I think, 2 weeks we stayed to get the medical exam done, to get the visa, and then to stay a bit longer, get the tickets, and then we left. I just want to skip to Istanbul, because from Romania we took tickets through Istanbul to the United States. So basically they had a snowstorm there. And it's a whole story about how we got on the plane all together, about like 50 people, how we got off the plane, 50 people. And then all of a sudden they said, no, we're not canceling the flight. And we have these kids, we have our stroller, we have like whining, we have like want to eat, want to go to bathroom there. 6 o'clock, obviously the plane was delayed for like hours. When we came, it was packed with people. People were confused. They didn't know what to do. All flights were canceled. People were coming in from different like flights, different like traveling places, and they were supposed to provide us with a hotel and a change of tickets, but that line was staying there for like 4 hours. We're like, let's just get a private booking of a hotel, and it's snowing, so they're like, everyone's saying don't go anywhere, stay in the airport. We're like, we have tiny kids, where are we gonna stay with them in the airport? Where are they supposed to sleep? We were driven to the hotel. We were picked up from the hotel. And in the morning, our mom and dad, they called us from United States. They got to us and they said, listen, the morning flight is not canceled. We were late. We didn't make it. So the cancellation that was from the other day, it stayed. So we still had a free change of, we could change our tickets for free. So we changed it to a 3 p.m. flight. There was a 3 p.m. flight. And we were so glad because we got to the airport really, really early. We went through security. We, found our luggage and it was there for transfer. It didn't go anywhere. And we had a bunch of time. The gates were still closed for a long time. We had time to just calmly enjoy the day, enjoy the airport, get some Wi-Fi, get some food, just have the kids run around. So I thank God for everything that has happened. The plane, I think it was 8 hours or 8.5 hours, went really smoothly. I'm so happy. The kids slept most of the time. I did have to change a few diapers and I had to make formula. That's okay. Guys, I totally forgot to end the video yesterday. What I wanted to end with is that I'm glad that everything happened the way it happened. I think it was a pretty fast trip, pretty fast journey. I'm happy that we're here now and that we do have to start all over, of course, but with God's grace and a lot of help from our parents and everybody around us, I think that we could definitely make it happen. And follow me for another video coming up real soon. I'm going to interview my husband about how he feels on his second week of after Ukraine here, how he feels. and how his look is on shopping, on driving, on the people here, on the culture here, and his adaptation process. So definitely look forward to that, and subscribe. Hit the notification button, like, comment. If any questions you have, please feel free to ask, and I'll be sure to answer them. Have any questions and comments, oh look, the sun's out, definitely please leave them down below. Make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. Bye.